Let's flip a coin. Also, wow, yeah, good catch. Dang. Yeah, I know the chest. I think we can probably play music for this. Here, let me actually make the music come out of the right place. Bam. We had a portable small cannon that was fired a lot indoors. Whoa. All right. Welcome to Unfair Flips. Game of probability. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. And chance. How much money do I have? 3? Yeah, so this is a little indie game made by Heather Flowers with art by Gwendolyn Marchant. Special effects by Sarashu. Where you flip a coin. And that's it. So okay, well, it's not an idle game. It's you have to sit here and flip. But there's only a 25% heads chance right now. Yeah, I'll put this like there so you can see the money. To win the game, get 10 heads in a row. This can happen immediately, or it can happen never. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, Barbie. And you can see every time as we're getting these flips. Yeah, I'll put this like over here. As we're getting these flips, we make money and then we can increase the heads chance. Now we're at 30%. This is the entire game. Cora. We don't have a quote bot yet. You can't quote me on that. Oh. Man. We're getting a 3. It's only 30% chance, which means every time we flip, 70% chance to get tails and 30% chance to get heads. Which means the probability of getting heads and getting heads again is 3 over 10 divided by, or 3 over 10 times 3 over 10. Yeah. Darn work making me not quote LZ. Yeah, in cricket, there's a very small, incredibly minuscule chance to succeed immediately. Hi, Alva. And we can upgrade the coin. I'm trying to wait for the 20. The bottom one here is like upgrade the base coin weight. Words. I'm waiting to get that one. I'm doing okay. I'm tired. Hi, Balinar. Yeah, miss me. You got it. This game's about getting a lot of heads. Oh. Come on, give us another 3. I'll get you for space. Okay, we're at 21 cents. Oh, 24 cents? One more? Yeah, so it, right now, the chance to land heads is 30%. Okay, we got 25. I'll upgrade the base coin worth. So now, hopefully our money, we'll make more money faster. This is our 100th flip. Here we go, 5 cents. Make it go faster. Meh. We need another $1 to increase our heads chance. The evasion difference in 6 easy steps. One can determine whether the coin is likely to be fair. Yes. We could do a lot of math right now to determine if the coin is fair. Ow. Yeah, this game is just... This is the whole game. This whole game is just you flip a coin. And you're trying to get heads 10 times. Yeah, this is like a small indie game with 3 people involved. Oh, so don't forget that the person in the mask is staring at you the entire time. Just and sipping a drink, you know. Man, I have no problem giving. Oh, well, because it's good to know, I guess. Oh, 45 cents. This is good. This is good jazz music, or a game for jazz music. That was literally on. Yeah, it was. That is a very early on Bayes homework question. Yeah, like if you flip the coin 10 times and then you got heads once, and tails 9 times. I mean, the thing is, intuitively, you'd tell like, okay, well, that might mean that the coin is unfair, right? Yeah, this is cute, right? Yeah. There are multiple endings to this game. When you reach 9 heads in a row, presuming you don't hit tails in your 10th flip, the game will select an ending randomly. Oh. Of those endings, you have a 10% chance of the coin actually landing heads. Wait, what? Wait, what? What do you mean? Oh, here we go. 35% chance now. We spilled vibes. Oh. Why does this game have an uncapped frame rate? Like he's jumping to like 100 and like 30 FPS. Lots of tails. I do like tails, but... Oh. Oh. Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh. Okay. And we continue. You just got your first blow high, Antonio? That's awesome! Heck yeah! Antonio, but really? But really? Oh, it's like you left the phone in your pocket. Oh. Ow. Ow. Mwah. Good night, Char. Oh, you're gonna watch Star Trek with your partners? That sounds really nice. Mwah. That sounds like a really nice night. Have a good time. And have a good rest of your night. Bye. Oh. 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 Okay. Well, the coin is more expensive now. Bye. Hi, Lumen. Oh. Oh. Gotta find a place to start watching TNG because I just gotta. Oh, I could start watching more. I could start watching more Star Trek. Honestly, that'd be nice. Be careful, the curse to cause such comfy sleep that you may miss alarms and or just not really want to get out of bed. Yeah, that's true. People don't talk about that with low highs, but yeah. What? Oh. Oh. Fine. Heads. Well, to be fair, we're not really gambling. We're just flipping a coin. We're not placing bets on this. It'd be gambling if every flip I made like a channel point redemption being like, okay, or not a redemption, a channel poll, a channel prediction of which it's going to land heads or tails. Should do that. We'd be here forever. Yeah, it's a Skinner box. Exactly. We get little dopamine from this. Ah. 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 Oh. 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 Hi, Renetta. Hi, how's it going? It's nice to see you. We're not gambling. There's no gambling happening here. Why does this look like gambling? Oh. Oh. What's the prediction? Heads or tails? Wait, wait, but you made that happen for an hour or for half an hour? Wait, what do you mean? Imagine that's a lot of playing this game. So it's like Okay, in 28 minutes. 28 minutes, we'll have to flip a coin again to see if we get heads or tails. No. Huh? Hmm. Tails. Come on. Come on, give me 100. All in on heads, huh? Yeah. I miss my wife tails. Oh my god. I didn't watch it yet. I meant to. And actually I was gonna like invite the Discord to watch it, but I didn't manage to find time and energy to do that. But this new Snapcube video is out today or yesterday. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe maybe tomorrow in the Discord we can watch it. Yeah. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts Snapcube is out. You got all these points in cat during Baldur's Gate. I don't know what to do with them. 6,000 on heads. Oh my god. Oh. 4. 5. Fuck. Man. I should have done the head chance. I don't know why I did the coin worth. Oh, actually, no. It gives us $1. Just because we'll get there faster. This game's just like chat. It really likes tails. Do y'all like tails? I like tails. Hi, seahorse. Do you have any fem name suggestions? Not really. I don't know. Why is there so much femboy art of tails on the internet? There's a lot of art of a lot of things on the internet regarding Sonic, isn't there? Ow.
Nice shot.
I miss my wife Tails versus I miss my wife Tails. Although Tails in Sonic Adventure is very young. Someone walked into my stream and said that when I was playing 7 days, and I was like, "What?" Somebody walked in when you're playing 7 days. Somebody walked in your stream and asked why there is so much femboy art of Tails on the internet. Wow. Wow. Also, why? Why what? The Sonic fan base is diverse. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it is. It really is. And honestly, I was just surprised to find that the inflation had like a point of origin and reason behind it in Sonic Adventure. The question is, what? Why isn't there more Rouge femboy art? Oh. Wow. Hi, Adel. Hi. Nice to see you. Oh. Oh. Hi, Drift. You should do that. I will. Sorry, I'm tired today. I'll always put forward my trans tails headcanon. I've heard that one, yeah. Big mood. Yeah. I think I'm still... I'm pretty sure I'm still, like, just drained from yesterday. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, we can do that now. Oh, what happened? Oh, I had my first session for laser hair removal in the morning on yesterday, and it was a lot more painful than the other previous sessions, and like I handled it during, but immediately afterwards, like as I got to set up, I just started like getting to the point of sobbing, and had like a very deep emotional reaction to it. Um, and then was just which was very exhausted the whole rest of the night. And like it otherwise went fine. Like, and the other sessions have gone fine. I just haven't reacted that way to pain before. And the person was really nice. She took care of me afterwards and gave me an ice pack and water and stuff, and you know. We're at 45% chance for heads now. Tails. Heads. Tails. Faster.
Yes, yes.
Aw, thank you, Norris. I'm okay. Like, I'm not upset. I'm no. I'm just like, I'm just tired. I'm just like drained from it. What's the point of this game? We're trying to get heads 10 times in a row, and there's an unfair coin. So right now there's only a 45% chance to land heads, and we're upgrading it as we go. We're making a little bit of money every time we flip, and then we can upgrade and increase the head chance or whatever. Also, we have an ad. Yeah, this is fun. We're not gambling. It's not an idle game. I'm clicking. You have to click. If you just sat here, this is the game of just flipping a coin to try to land heads 10 times. That's all it is. All it is. This kind of stuff is cool, I think. I don't know. It's just like a small little game experiences like this. I like this stuff. And it's also like seeing something like this. This is the kind of scale of a game that I would like to make. If I can make my own like a game, like this is the scope of what I would want to do. Oh, Pearly. All right, I'm gonna BRB for the ad. I think I'm also gonna grab a little bit of food because I'm hungry. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be right back for the ad. What happened? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
This became a channel meme at some point. Whatever do you mean? I don't know. Wah. Wah. Because when you say wah, I put a counter. There's a counter at the bottom left of the screen if you can't see it. Or you didn't notice it. I put a counter down there because people would like to spam wah because of the sound effect, and then sometimes when we went on BRBs, this would happen. Attack of the Clones. Goodness. Goodness. Oh. No. That's so many. That'd be so many to put in. Oh yeah. For anybody who didn't claim your first today, you can't claim first, but you can see what number you're in to try to claim first. Okay, now we have a bigger combo. This is your 500 flip. There you go. Look at all those. Four. 13. Oh. Look at all those firsts. Humans have a strange relationship with probability. It's true. Even presented with the completely truthful odds, as you can see in the top left of the screen, people still want to believe in some kind of trick. Some way of cheating the odds, flat as they are. There is no way to beat these odds. There is only time. Yeah, people don't. I mean, all human brains, even if you understand probability, our brains aren't like meant to properly comprehend them. Y'all in that quick LZ quick draw. Highest grade ever gotten was second. Got here 3 seconds into stream. Yeah. We could change the not change, but we could like do a modification on the first to be more of like a check-in. Maybe even make a different command too. Like the first would still work, but you could do it. So, yes, Monty Hall problem is one of my favorite things. It's a very good demonstration of or very good example to demonstrate how Bayesian inference works too. But that's a problem that, like, even knowing it, I still have to walk through in my head how that works to convince myself that, like, no, yeah, that's right. That's why the probability changes, or that's why like to my perspective, it seems like the probability's changed. But I think it also makes you have to like, well, it outlines or it highlights a bit of what the, like, I don't know, like mistakes and assumptions that you're making in the scenario to begin with, and and that there's more that you're doing than just choosing an option. I've gone walkies. One, interesting. Still have to walk. Yeah. Walk it through your head. 4. Oh. 1. So the Monty Hall problem. Here, let's step to the Monty Hall problem. It's named the Monty Hall problem because it's it's named after Monty Hall, the person who was in the past, like the host of The Price is Right, or basically like a game show scenario where there'd be 3 doors, door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, and the contestant would have to choose one of the 3 doors. They were told up front that one of the doors had the prize, which would usually be like a new car, and the other 2 doors had like a joke prize, which would be goats in the show. So there's that 2 doors have a goat and 1 door has a prize. So there's 1 door that you want to find, and there's 2 doors that you need to avoid. And then you would, oh no, let's make a deal. Thank you. You're right. That was not Price is Right. Let's make a deal. And the contestant would need to choose one of the doors. So from that point, when the contestant chooses a door, you would have a 1 in 3 chance of getting the right door, right? Because like, and if that was all the scenario was, and that's what the yeah, Bayesian probability, yeah, all right. Jenny, I appreciate you so much. A goat, you say? Yes, a goat. Wow. Some may even say it's a goat. Yeah, I know. Actually, the goat's like not a terrible prize. Wow. But yeah, if that was all it was, if that's all it was, then you'd make the single choice. You would have had a 1 in 3 chance to get to open the right door, and then that's what the odds would work out to. But when you choose a door, Monty Hall would always then step in and say, "All right, well, would you? I'll give you your option. You can. I'm gonna open up one of the doors that you did not open. I'm gonna show you what's behind there, and then I'm gonna ask you if you want to change your choice or if you want to stick with your choice. So you'd pick a door. You wouldn't know what you picked. Monty Hall would open up one of the other doors and show you a goat because he would only show you one of the false doors. And then there'd be 2 doors left. The door you picked and the another door, and you'd have to make a decision of whether you should like swap your choice or whether you should stay. And this that was the game show, and then some contestants would like choose to swap, some would choose to stay, and at some point a like quote unquote thread of mathematicians, not internet thread, like writing back and forth into a forum, some conversation and discussion broke out among mathematicians and statisticians about like whether or not it is better to swap or to stay. Like, which way does it work out? And I think actually somebody had written into a news column is how it happened, about asking, like, it was like an ask might have been Ask Alice even, about like these problems, and and so it was just like a random person writing into the newspaper asked his columnist like, hey, which one would be right here? Like, is it better to swap or is it better to stay? What's your opinion? And the columnist had some experience or like education in mathematics, and answered that it's better to swap, basically. And then there was a lot of discussion and kind of backlash among sour and mathematicians, trying to call out the person for being like, oh, that's so dumb, like why would you say that? Actual Monty would only offer you the choice if you had pre-chosen the car. No, I mean, I think if you in this scenario, you would be given the choice regardless of what you chose. That's the whole thing. That's all part of it. The key about it is that Monty would only open the doors that had a goat behind him. Because no matter what door you picked, there would at least be one door with a goat left behind, right? So the kind of like the wrong answer or the wrong assumption to make is to say like, well, there's 2 doors left. One has the right door. One is the right door. One is the false door, the goat door. So you have a 50-50 chance. If you were watching the show, you could tell if a third of the time he didn't provide the choice after the selection. Wait, did he do that? But yeah, so like the wrong answer is that scenario. It's to say like, well, now there's only 2 doors. One's right, one's wrong. Or really like, yeah, one's right, one's wrong, and so you have a 50-50 shot. In reality though, the actual odds at that point are if you switch doors, you have a 2 in 3 chance to get it right, and if you stick with your shot, you have a 1 in 3 chance to get it right. Yeah. The problem isn't about the specifics about like how the show played it out. The problem, the interesting part about it is the scenario of this. It doesn't really matter in the end of the day whether or not Monty Hall really did it like this. Hi, Jazz Nocturne. So like so that's how it works out at, but like kind of your people's your brain's intuition doesn't give you that right off the bat. That's how it works out, and that tends to feel wrong to people, and it just seems like weird. The thing that like I think, without going into like actually the math to show you anything, because I'm not going to do that right now. The thing to think about, I guess, with the scenario is Monty Hall in this scenario gives you information because he would never open up a door with a car. He would, like I said, he would only ever open up the door with a goat. And when you chose when you made your first choice, you had a 1 in 3 chance. And that doesn't change. When you picked your door, there's a 1 in 3 chance that you would have gotten the car. There are now kind of two scenarios that could have played out. Either you pick the car, in which case either of the remaining doors have goats behind them, or you picked a goat and only one of the other doors had a goat behind them. But that scenario, there's two ways that could happen because there's two goat doors. So you could pick goat door A, and then there's goat door B that Monty Hall will open, or you could have picked goat door B and then Monty Hall would open goat door A. And in both of those two scenarios, Monty Hall then shows you where the car is. So I guess really think about it like there's three possible scenarios to play out. Either Monty Hall shows you where the car is, or he shows you where the car is, or you have the car and he shows you one of the false doors. So you have a 2 in 3 chance to... There's a 2 in 3 chance that you're in the scenario where he just showed you where the car is and it's the other door you didn't choose, so you should pick the other door. And I think the thing that like it's hard to wrap your head around or like to see how this plays into it is the fact that information was given to you. You know, like it's not completely independent what's going on. Monty Hall, what Monty Hall does in choosing a door is an action that changes things. If you didn't know that, if you had no information about this, and you came into the scenario with just two doors after this happened, but then like was completely removed from the whole situation, then you would have a 1 in 5 or 1 in 2 chance to pick A or B, right or wrong. Sure. But because you're in this scenario playing it out, and because you made a choice first, and the choice you made first was a 1 in 3 chance, that leads to this part B of the scenario where now there's a 2 in 3 chance that Monty Hall just showed you where the car is. It also, yeah, Tawny, if you extend out the problem to many other doors, it can like help to think about it too. Yeah, there are 100 doors and they open 98 of them with goats, and there's a 1% chance that your guess was correct, but the other 99 chance is entirely left to the one remaining door. Yeah, so imagine a scenario as instead like there's 100 doors, and you pick one door. And only one door of the 100 doors had a prize. So clearly, like, you're very unlikely to get the door right. And then all of the other doors, except for one door, are opened. And you then are asked whether you want to swap or change. Well, like, you probably didn't get it right your first pick. It was probably in one of the other doors. And all of the other options, except for one, were just removed. So it's probably that door. Lender's prediction time. Okay, so how do we do this? Do you want me to flip a fair coin? Or do you want me to flip this coin? Game coin. Okay. My brain hurts. Okay. There's a trans girl behind 3 doors. 2 of those trans girls will step on you. One of those trans girls will let you step on her. No, this is not a good scenario because I don't think any of those doors are bad. So, all right. Yeah. I think the 100 door analogy actually does help a lot, right? Can all other stuff on me? I mean, who said that? All right, are you ready? Are you gonna flip a coin? Thank you all for participating in the channel prediction. We're gonna see heads or tails. You ready? Now, I was if I had gotten to $1,000 in this game, I can't really see because of chat. But if I had made enough money, then I could have hit it one more time to actually make this a fair chance. But right now, heads, you only have a 45% chance to get it. You ready? If I lose, it's heads. Did you not chug your vodka Red Bull? Ow. All right, let's do it. After I get up. Okay, let's do it. Oh my god, it's heads! Holy shit! Actually, it was kind of exciting. Big win for heads today. We all no. Oh my god, 84,000 points. Go to Lucy and 8 others. Follow through what I've done. What I've done. Done myself. What I've done. I don't remember the lyrics of the song. You're the point. Yeah, we already got points. Except for the people who did pigtails. How many points did you lose, Lenwin? Yeah, math is hard for a lot of people. I still find math hard. Like, math has been a constant struggle for me my whole life. It never got easy. I just got very persistent about it. I love math. Don't get me wrong. I think math is incredibly interesting and fascinating and useful, but yeah. Let's do ways I win by getting ad. Yeah, there you go. Yes. Hi, politely wicked. Hello. How are you this evening? It's cutie Zara hours. How about politely, cutely wicked hours? Yeah. I'm okay. That's good. I'm okay too. I'm tired, but not I'm not feeling bad. I'm just emotionally exhausted. What about something that I'm 99% sure is the wrong approach to the Monty Hall problem? May I propose this very likely wrong solution? Yes, Rogue, please go ahead. I think that talking through and working through problems like this is how, and uncovering any errors or mistakes or false assumptions you're making is kind of how you learn about this stuff. You have a Discord? We do have a Discord. We do. There you go. I failed to convince my partner, who is a gemologist, to make a shirt that says, I do crystal math. It's hardcore. Fuck, that's really good, though. That's really good. I have some correct solution to the Montiel problem. You slip him some money beforehand and he tells you which door it is. That's, yeah. Hi, Pearly. Hi, welcome in. We're flipping coins. Oh, wait. I can't remember how far we've gotten up so far for heads. How many heads have we gotten? I think we've gotten to 6. You're rafting. Yeah. I mean, it's yesterday was rough, but only in the morning. I was just like emotionally drained from laser stuff, laser hair removal, and today was fine. I'm just like tired. You know?
Yes, yes.
Well, thank you. Okay, so there are 2 scenarios that you choose the wrong door, and switching isn't beneficial. And in one scenario that you choose the wrong, and switching won't be beneficial. And that's the accepted answer. I'm pretty sure is correct. But I propose there are 2 scenarios that switching is beneficial. There's one scenario where you choose wrong, but in that one scenario, there's a scenario where the one goat is revealed and one scenario where the other goat is revealed. Yeah. No, that is Rogue, that is kind of it. So, like, there are 3 total scenarios, but you can call it 2 scenarios, right? Because 2 of the 3 are identical. Because there's 2 options where you pick a door with a goat, and in both of those scenarios, the other door with the goat is chosen. So they're both the same scenario, but there's 2 ways you can get that. So 2 scenarios where switching is beneficial. Well, no, one scenario. So there's one scenario where it isn't, right? Because there's only one scenario where you picked the door. Oh wait, no, I see what you mean. No, I guess you're saying scenario of Monty Hall opening the door. So you pick the car door, and then Monty Hall either opens door A or C, the 2 doors around you, or you picked the door, one of the goat doors, and then the other was chosen, or pick the other goat door and the other. Okay, I see. So 4 scenarios. Hi, sheep. Thank you for the support for 14 months. Wow. I should have thought it was longer. Thank you. But yeah, and then the Rogue Eclipse, if you break it down this way, the key thing is then to track how those likelihoods actually play out. Because when you divvy it up this way, now you have to make sure that everything is still like lining up properly, right? And that's where it would still end up at 1 out of 3 versus 2 out of 3. Like, you're basically making sub hypotheses or sub scenarios within a scenario, and the sub scenarios can have different like probabilities, but they would still have to add to the combined sub scenario that you broke them out of. A really brutal start. Stats choice switching conundrum. The 2 envelopes problem is even more confusing. I don't think I know that problem actually. 4. 1. 1. 1. 1. Oh. Yeah, so I think so vertical ellipse, you're not wrong with where you're going with that, but as Jenny is saying, you first had 1 in 3 scenarios because you had only 3 choices you could make. You could split the next stage into more sub scenarios, but the likelihoods for how those play out would still add together to be what they would have been, right? But that's how you would kind of go about that. You could lay out all of those choices, and you would see and be able to show yourself mathematically that, like, yes, these two are the same. You just add them together, and then they should add to, well, 1 and 3 or 2 and 3. Recommend not even looking it up unless you really want to waste a lot of time thinking about something that's not useful at all. Yes, probability tree. Yeah, there's different, like, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna press this button. We're now at a fair coin. 7, 8, 9. Ah! Gone but not forgotten. Wait, did we get it? Wait, what? Wait, what? Bye? Ending. Say hello to an old friend. 20% chance. I got egg bugged? We had a total of 842 flips. We did it. We did it. We got egg bugged. That's the game. That's it. Yeah, I think we got exactly on exact 50-50 guess. Yeah. Yeah, I upgraded it on the last couple flips because we had enough money to. So I raised it to 50% chance for the ed. Did you not expect edging in the Lunazera stream? Oh, you haven't been here long enough? Sorry. All right. That's the game. Can't do anything else. I think that's it. Yep. Yeah, it's cool, right? It's neat. It's a small thing. It's short, but, like, I don't know. Stuff like that. This is a nice little scope of game. Here, I'll put the link in here because yeah.
よしよし。
Well,